Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Portland Snowhawks. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Mexico City Golden Eagles and the Portland Snowhawks. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Smith firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On the set. 51 tonight. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Going to give this time to the tailback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3 cornerback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the column this right? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
54 to 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll set up a throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Go, go!
And here now the offense heading back out there. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have aspects that really jump out at you and are really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green Bay, it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big way. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired.
It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Smith on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. To throw again on second down. Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
The tight end, the ball carrier. Ready. Again the play. First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Come on, set. H.E. Gator.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They run the counter. It's Woods, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Here we go. Set. 10 Tucson.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, the ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 3. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Okay, Frank. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at...
And he coughed it up! And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. The first of 4 games this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, and it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
2nd down and inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the set. Check right 54. Right 54.
Double dog, that's the way.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Check, 59.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Good job.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
You ready?
50, Mike, 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st down, Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Smith now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
He's scared. But, gotta get the point. Get on the point right here.
Be careful.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate, and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Smith. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive goes 8 plays. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with 1 complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, call the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Smith now throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Golden Eagles.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Smith. And that's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 83 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7, 2:16 to play. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
54. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. The open man is Westbrook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back to throw. And too big, and it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now it's Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Smith. Throw caught here by Bird. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Go now. 91.
Now Smith. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get them through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.